this will be the last tornado warning that we have for our coverage area once we do see this trimmed away. This is not confirmed just yet, but it seems as though this has been gradually ramping up over the past several scans, so it's continuing to trend in that direction where it may produce a tornado with some strong winds. You can see the strongest of the winds now have mostly crossed over. Here's the county line right here. So most of this is out of, some of those stronger winds have shifted out of Coosa County. So this is around Newman Road. Highway 63, this is moving your way. So from our town north to Alexander City along Highway 63, it's about to cross at Elkahatchee Heights, Elkahatchee Park, and Wind Creek State Park. It looks like Wind Creek, it may stay just north there. So from Wind Creek over towards Ray, and it looks like also Jackson's Gap. It'll be close there around Jackson's Gap's back in here as well. There's Jackson's Gap on the screen. So it may track more in this direction, but it's still sort of, it seems like, Lauren, it wants to produce a tornado here, but it seems like it's staying it's maintaining this level. We've seen that a couple times with some of the scans. It's more broad as far as the circulation goes. Go to shear rate. Let's see what that looks like, and we'll kind of scan into that data. And yeah, we see strong rotation. We're not seeing the extreme, however, that we were seeing earlier. And we'll watch to see if we do see an uptrend to that level. But a lot of folks out here around Lake Martin tonight need to be in their tornado shelter and just wait on this to pass. At the least, there's certainly going to be some strong winds. And you get around the lake out here, too, with that flat surface. Those straight line winds can really get going across that lake water, and you end up with a lot of straight line wind damage. We saw that around the Cropwell area, which I believe we actually had a tornado with one of those last systems that moved throughout around Logan Martin earlier this year. Mount Zion, that's showing up on the map. I mentioned our town. Again, that's crossing right there around 63, State Highway 63. There's the tornado. That's the circulation that's coming together, if we have one, right around our town, between our town and Alexander City. Now, I know that most of this has now crossed out of Coosa County. This is now more of a Tallapoosa County. This is in the Montgomery market, and I know a lot of you, our sister station, WSFA in Montgomery, also covers this area closely, but as it is still a very intense storm given the history of what we've seen today, we do want to stay with this for a little while because we do know a lot of you are tuned in and continue to watch WBRC, so we want to make sure that we stay on top of this and give you the first alert and let you know what's happening with this particular storm. I do not expect the storm to the north around Anniston that we were looking at. That will not do this. It's going to stay most likely straight line winds and heavy rainfall. It's the storm here to the south. But there you go. Looks like right around Spoke Road, or Speaks Road, it's continuing to cycle and strengthen, and that looks like Piney Point arrival time around 10:51. Looks like Greenbrier around 10:51. This is moving towards Jackson's Gap. So Jackson's Gap, we need to share the message. If you are in Jackson's Gap, we have a possible tornado developing and approaching that area right now, giving you the first alert as this tracks to the northeast direction around Jackson's Gap, Greenbrier, and also Piney Point. This is moving to the northeast. This is in Tallapoosa County, Lake Hill Estates, and Point South. All of us need to be in our shelter. We'll let you know once this passes. Coosa County, this is now this is out of the county. You're in good shape. The danger has passed that southeast part of the county and now moving more into south of Alexander City. So let's go to big picture one more time. And even a lot of the rain has started to come to an end across our area. Back edge of the rain's now pushing from near Gadsden back through Pell City. Even the rumbles have mostly ended for Shelby County. You can see Chilton County as well. Back edge of the rain's now made it to Maplesville, and all of these storms are now crossing over. I see several severe thunderstorm warnings now pushing in towards the Atlanta area. Is that a shear marker? So I believe we do have a shear marker. So this has greatly ramped up.
From the Birmingham.
Okay, so that's from the Birmingham site.
But looks like we still...
Yeah, we got some rotation going on with that.
Yeah, we have still a shear marker.
So we're looking through a lot of precipitation,
yeah.
From that direction, and then we look at it from the south, and both are telling us that clearly we have a circulation going on here. So at any moment, this could be producing a tornado. It could be brief, it may continue for a while. So if you are anywhere in Tallapoosa County, stay with this until this passes. It's going to be through here by midnight. We'll have all this part of the area should be cleared out by midnight. I mean, this has been, it's been a slow go, I know, throughout the day and tonight. But once we get this out of the area, you can see how it has shifted now. And there's the circulation that is around Greenbrier, moving towards Eagle Creek. There's Easton, there's Everglades. So again, just letting you know, this is a radar-indicated tornado warning that is moving towards Jackson's Gap. Very strong. It's continuing to intensify, Lauren, based on the latest scan. I mean, you see there's Alexander City is passing just to the south of us here in Alexander City. There's Dobbs, Alexander City. This is staying just south. Greenbrier, Eagle Creek. Stay in your safe place. If you're along 63, it's about to cross, and then we'll be out of the danger. It's about to cross 63 now, pushing in towards Greenbrier. Are you seeing any spotter reports on this? Any indications that we've had damage from this?
I'm not, but I am seeing that the National Weather Service is noting that it looks like there's tornado genesis could be approaching Jackson's Gap. So, I mean, right along that 280 corridor in Tallapoosa County from Lake Hill Estates to Jackson's Gap, you need to be in your safe place, because if we look at our estimated time of arrival, I mean, this is coming in within less than 5 minutes. And it does seem that it's strengthening as it's pushing to the northeast.
Yeah, I don't like the look of this one. I mean, again, this is starting to intensify. It's going through. You can clearly tell it that when you really start to see the reds and the greens kind of wrap in like that, and plus our system, that's what's producing this ring that pops up on our first alert AccuTrack. When we see those signals strong enough to where this could be tornadoing, producing a tornado, that will pop up from time to time. So we could be seeing this right now, producing a tornado, and if we do see a debris signature, that will come after the fact. But that would let us know if we did have one touchdown. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Listen, Greenbrier, Jacksonville Gap, if you're listening to me, you're in your storm shelter right now, listening in, just hold on a minute here. We're going to let this get through here, and I'll let you know it, and hopefully this gets through with very little impact. But this is a dangerous storm right now. It's around River Bend, and it's going to be crossing here around Highway 280. So Highway 280, River Bend, this has passed south of Alexander City. But a lot of folks here around the Lake Martin area, and I know a lot of folks here locally that visit Lake Martin quite frequently. So this is, we travel this region quite often, and we know that we've had a lot of storms move through here, and especially late at night, 10:48, close to 11 o'clock. Want folks to certainly have the first alert and have plenty of notification as this moves further east and south of our area. So there's Greenbrier, Piney Point. There it is right there, and the latest scan is almost to 280. This has now passed Mount Zion. This is mostly Lake Hill Estates back to Jackson's Gap, so this is what the Weather Service was talking about. We might see this coming together. It's close. It's right in this area. So Lake Hill Estates back towards Jackson's Gap. There's Eagle Creek in the path of this as well. So stay in your tornado shelter. Hopefully soon here, Jackson's Gap, we can sound the all clear. Greenbrier to Jackson's Gap being impacted by what may be a tornado happening at the moment. That warning is, it looks like in the southeast Alabama. Now this is south of our coverage area, but another tornado warning has been issued for central Pike County. Just to let you know, if you want to help spread the word, help share, that is until 11:45 tonight. So another tornado warning down into South Alabama, down to Pike County. Looked like there was a severe thunderstorm over Glenwood near Goshen, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Again, that's down in the Troy area. Locations, this will move actually towards Troy Airport, Troy University. So down in that part of the state, also dealing with tornado warnings at this time. So that's down towards Troy. Right now we have a tornado warning. But a clear indication on a night like this, a level 5 out of 5 risk, and we still had even the level 4 moderate risk for areas further east. Still a very primed in environment for tornadoes on a night like this. And you can see the winds, even though far from the radar site, we've been sharing some of these estimates. Now this is winds off the ground, but the markers there and the velocity data showing 67 miles per hour. Definitely some potent winds with this storm as it now has crossed. There it goes. It's crossing right here around Greenbrier. If we have a tornado, it would be right in here. That is really tightening up right over Highway 82. Lauren is circling there on the screen. There's Jackson's Gap. Here's Eagle Creek. So this is tracking right towards Eagle Creek, a first alert from new site to Eagle Creek. Stay in your safe place. There's Highway 49. Highway 49, 280, it's crossing at the moment. If you're in Alexander City, the threat has passed you, okay? It's passing. Here's Alexander City. It's passing to the south. So it's really coming together. These winds are really ramping in. You'd be surprised with tornadoes or storms that are about to produce a tornado. You'll notice even far north and far to the south, these winds are racing into this mesocyclone. You can really tell out there before one of these storms produces a tornado. You'll see a lot of frequent lightning, very, very gusty winds. You can just tell the winds really pick up out ahead of these storms out of the south like no other. I mean, it's just, I remember the night Fultondale happened, and we just had those very intense winds. Here on Red Mountain, you could just tell that this storm was about to produce something, and that's what's going on here tonight with a lot of these, and that's what you see. The red are the winds that are actually moving away from the radar. The green, those are the winds that are moving towards the radar site. The radar site's down in Montgomery, so these winds are moving in this direction, and these winds are moving away from Montgomery, so that's why we see the correlations, but it's all spiraling in. Look at that right there of where that tornado would be. That's right around Greenbrier, and that's crossing. It's 10:52, and the radar is still indicating that we could have a tornado. No debris signature, however. So it looks. So we do have a TDS. Yes, I'm just not seeing it on our. Actually, back the view out a little bit. Is that it to the north? It's maybe.
Well, maybe.
Let's loop back and let's take a look at
okay.
It may have. So here.
Maybe
so there it was right there. Yeah, so there was some debris.
What?
Looks like we might.
What is that?
Looks like we might have had. Could it?
Let's see.
Since we're looking at it, sometimes what you can have with the radar, since we're looking at it from so far away, sometimes the precipitation from some of what the icons are showing here, the actual radar, it might be displaced a little bit, and even for some of that debris, it can drift further away from where the tornado touched down. I don't think that was actually. I think
looks very briefly.
Yeah, looks like that's it right there, south of Alexander City. That's closer to where we're seeing the circulation center. But we've had high winds out there, so
yeah, it looks like it was there for a second.
There it is.
But now, well, there it is, right there. There we go.
Oh.
Clear this off the screen.
So it has popped up. So there we go.
Abbott Drive.
So it just touched down. Just touched down. Tallapoosa County. This has just crossed Highway 280, and now that we was just waiting. Sadly, it touched down. We were watching it closely as it moved through. It still may be on the ground here. Rock Springs Road, tornado now moving towards Church Road, and was it Eagle? What did we say? Eagle Point there, or Eagle Creek, I should say. Eagle Creek. It's tracking in your direction. So Eagle Creek, possible tornado moving. Well, we know there could be a tornado right now. We have had indication here with a debris signature. This is Tallapoosa County, Rock Springs Road, moving northeast at 70 miles per hour. BTI has ramped up about a 6.9. 80, is that 60? Basically high percentage. We've got some hail with this, some damaging hail with this storm as well. Move the times over just a bit, Lauren. I see it's 10:54, and here's some first alert times. Sessions around 10:58. New site around 11:01 p.m. Everglade around 11:03 p.m. There's Church Road. Here's the tornadoes moving towards Rock Springs Road. Rock Springs Road, stay put. Hopefully this will weaken, but we're still detecting a tornado. We're detecting a debris signature that is moving. That is Shack Creek Road as well. And this is over Tallapoosa County. Another confirmed tornado, radar indicated, tracking to the north and east. This is the only tornado warning that we have. Have the warnings expired, Lauren, for Calhoun County?
We've still got severe thunderstorm. It looks like for Calhoun County we're good, but still severe thunderstorm warnings for Cleburne, Clay, and over into Randolph County.
Okay, so since, well, we still have a tornado warning. Let's stay with this here over Tallapoosa County here for a while longer. Let's see, what's the time on this?
Until 11:30.
Until 11:30, so we're approaching 11 o'clock. We have teams on standby here with a lot of information that we want to bring to you. And let's just stay with this here just a bit longer because we do have a debris signature. And folks, I want to make sure everyone around Eagle Creek are getting the alert right now. Church Road, Eagle Creek, Old Springs Road. If you hear me, we could have a confirmed tornado. This has passed Alexander City. That threat is over. Tallapoosa County, the warning is set to expire at 11:30 as this tracks north. Again, this is out of our coverage area, but it's close to 11 o'clock at night, and given the history of some of these storms, we want to make sure folks are getting this warning, receiving the warning in Tallapoosa County as this tracks towards Everglade. That's another community. I see Everglade Road and Everglade, Old Spring, Old Shepherd Road, and Church Road there, Eagle Creek, all in the vicinity of where this would be. This is moving very quickly, again, around 53 miles per hour. Looks like 11:10, 11:15, this will be further north. And is that the Tallapoosa River?
I think so.
Yeah,
yes.
so it's about to cross.
Yeah, it's about to cross, looks like it's about to cross Horseshoe Bend Road, which is Highway 49, or not, it may not quite, yeah, it may make a close brush with that. Possibly crossing Shingle Road near Tohopeka, am I pronouncing that correctly? Tohopeka, near there, but it is going to be to the northwest of Eagle Creek. Still, if you're in Eagle Creek, Sessions, Tohopeka, make sure you are in your safe spot because they have upgraded the tag to the tornado damage threat being considerable.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, I will say too, it looks like we had mentioned, I know we may have folks who have students who go to Troy University down in Pike County, and this is in South Alabama.
And
this is getting closer to the Dothan area and Montgomery area.
And Lauren, are we still on the air? In the back, it looks like, if we can get back to radar. Okay. So here we are again. Lauren was noting this is down into South Alabama. Look at this. Look at this storm. Big hook on this thing, and that was from Maxwell Air Force Base. So that's approaching Troy, Alabama, and a very significant signature on this. Let's go ahead and put some alert times. Yeah. Lauren, go ahead. I know you were talking about this storm. I'll let you.
Yeah, if we could move that lower third from the bottom of the screen so we can have a little bit more space here to show the information. Thank you. So I know we have folks who may have students who go to Troy University. So this is in Pike County, Alabama. And right now, this circulation that we're looking at is near Goshen and Little Oak. This is kind of near the Wiregrass area in southeast Alabama. And so it looks like this is about to be crossing Highway 87 and then possibly moving through Troy. If you see our first alert times here, Meadow Grove at 11 o'clock, Allred at 11:01, Hepzibah at 11:01, Country Club Estates around 11:03, Mossy Grove at 11:03, and I think this will be passing pretty close to Troy. So as this pushes across that Highway 231 corridor, and that I know a lot of folks will take that down to the beach, maybe down to Montgomery, that 231 corridor that moves through Troy, that's where we're seeing that potential for a damaging tornado. So also seeing that potential down there, but we still don't want to let our eyes off of this confirmed tornado warning that is in Tallapoosa County, Wes.
Yeah, that is a considerable tag there. That storm has really ramped up, and you can see the hook signature showing up now. A little inflow notch with this. That is right around Sessions and moving to the north towards Eagle Creek, Everglade. This is staying south of Clay County, and I was noticing our weather watcher and Leanne Blair in Clay County said things much calmer for us finally there. So Clay County, we're seeing the weather starting to settle down for us. But as this pulls away, this is a significant storm, and it's moving in the direction, notice to the north here, Randolph County, Wadowee. we give you the first alert. Let's keep an eye on this. Another confirmed tornado is moving towards Randolph County, moving in that direction. There's Corinth, Motley, Wadley area, Daviston, and still a very strong debris signature. That's right around Highway 49, about to cross Highway 49. It has crossed Highway 63. It's crossed 280, and now it's continuing to the northeast. Lauren putting some of those first alert times on this. That is a debris signature that is showing up from the radar site. So debris that has been lofted as this tracks northeast. It looks like Simpson, 11:09, time of arrival. Notice these times, 11:01 right now. This will be around Motley at 11:14, Sykesville at around 11:14. Northeast movement at 56 miles per hour, and BTI 4.7 on a scale of 0 to 10. That's just a number, a proprietary number from our Lynx or AccuTrack system, Barron radar product. And typically when we see that number go above a 5, often that's associated with a significant tornado when we see storms like that. So that's just a number we look at, one of our indexes as we evaluate the storms. But the debris signature still showing up with this. Far southeast, this is well south of Birmingham. This is well south of Anniston, and now counties, most of our counties have been trimmed away, it looks like, from that watch over into East Alabama and central areas. So a lot of